Right? In one episode she's green, and another one she's orange. So her backstory is that Rarity ruined her life. Now she's going to show up in this green dress created by the hottest new designer in Equestria, Coco Pamel, just to stick it in Rarity's face. And then at the end of it, I can't remember what it was, but Coco Pamel's like, undercut it somehow, and Golden Harvest just stands there and she's like, oh, I never really liked green anyways, can you make me a pink one? And Hasbro was like, so that got cut. We have 15 minutes. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to get to any of this stuff. It's all right. I'll tell you one more thing at the ending. So, there's one thing I want to show you, but I'm not going to have time to do it. So this is my original Act 3, Octavia. When you come back from the commercial, you're on a stage, and it's kind of surreal. Octavia stands alone on a stage, spotlit. All around her is blackness. She plays her cello somberly, soberly, beautifully. Polite applause from the unseen audience, which feels kind of unsettling. As she picks her tempo up a bit, strange things start to appear behind her in the darkness, animal eyes, a shadowy moon. The applause becomes the rattle of wind-blown branches. She notices me, keeps playing, faster and more urgently. The stage fades away, and then Sombra appears, and he's got a fiddle. So then it's the devil went down to Georgia between Sombra and Octavia. They have a whole heated battle, and then all of a sudden you hear this thumping beat, and Octavia's like, whoa, what's that? And then wakes her up from this nightmare, and it's Final Scratch's beat. So then that's what leads into the third act between the two of them. And I had the hardest time with the third act because I couldn't quite crack how to do it if they didn't like it, and fair enough, they were right. So what I ended up doing with the third act, eventually where the sound booth goes out of control through town, is I stole my own scene from a show that Nick and I used to work on.
But not in a copyright infringing way.
No, of course not. I wrote an episode on Kick Butowski for Disney, where we worked together, where Kick is taking piano lessons. He's this little daredevil. He's taking piano lessons. He's so bored he wants to be outside. So the piano goes crazy running through town. It picks up characters along the way, exactly like the sound booth running through town. So I stole my own scene and put it in here, and I think it worked way better. I loved it. I love how DHX did the third act of this episode. It's so good. Here's the Royal Guard and the Bad Ponies making fun of princesses. So okay, that's it. That's it. Do we have a Q&A person to handle our Q&A? Somebody with a mic?
Line up in the center.
Line up in the center.
And speaking of bat ponies, I think I speak for everybody when I say that there's a criminal lack of bat ponies in the show.
So true. I totally agree.
If the photo is also on there, you take a step back, or like get in kids still up front so you can take fresh inspiration. Is your mic off?
No. We have 10 minutes, you guys. It's right here.
Ooh. No kids? No kids? The question has to end with a question mark. Oh, no, this is the green part. You will make people eloquent princesses. That's your thing. What you do?
I would quit. I would quit.
Okay. Have you brainstormed many bona fide names of real life locations? Like, for example, Saddle Arabia made it to the show. Like, have you
Yakistan.
I know, I'm personally terrible at the pun names. A lot of times I'll just write like Pony Saudi Arabia, and someone later will be like, that's not funny. What are you doing?
Amy's pretty good at it.
Yeah, Amy's really.
I mean,
damn.
Yeah, just trying to come up with, Jillian, for places are, Lauren came up with a bunch originally, and then, sometimes you're just inspired and something hits you. I don't sit around and, I wouldn't just sit around and do, just for fun or anything, but if I had to come up with a place, then, we're trying to brainstorm that stuff.
I just thought it was inspired quick. There's some like Galloping Joe style, napalm, like Mary Kay stuff.
See, you're doing it, so that's good.
I love that the stories behind your stories are so emotional. There's so much like triumph or just deflation. Is this normal? Do you get this into every single story you write? Is it this much of your own personal?
We like, right?
Yeah, the ones, if you really dig the characters, which I really like this world and really like these characters, we get really invested because we think we know what's best for them, and then other people think they know what's best for them, and so you get fired up. Whenever Megan would send me notes, she'd say, "Don't flip your desk," and yeah, so she knows that my first response is like, "Ah,"
Right,
and then I have to rage for a bit, and I'm like, "Ah," and then calm down.
Yeah, or like pulling an all-nighter, like there's freelance jobs I've had where I wouldn't do that. I would be like, well, it's done, there's my episode, I'm on to the next project.
That's good enough.
But if you love it, then you just have to, like we can't not.
You want to do the best you can. And I also love this thing that happens on this show in particular, like the end of Slice of Life, where the mayor is giving this really heartfelt speech, and then all the fireworks start going off, and then Peter New is like, it takes love to ignite. And that gives me chills when that happens. It's so like emotional. I love that moment, and I know it's like, I'm awesome, I wrote it. That's not what I'm saying, you guys. I'm saying that like I watch it, I'm like, that is so cool that this crazy episode that's not really all that emotional ends in such an emotional way. And that happens in the show a lot. There are things like to mix some of that stuff he was saying about the emotional elements in his episode that I really miss.
Or like, I mean, the one thing I forgot to mention, like there's a joke at the end of Party Poop where it's like, wow, Pink Pie, this party came together really quick even for you. And that was like clearly just me being like, this episode came together really quick.
Thank you, guys.
So my question's for Nick. So for me, I feel like your strong suit with writing for the show is how the characters interact with each other. So I was curious with how late you came into the show, how did you go out learning what the characters were like so you could get those interactions down to what you did?
Yeah, that's kind of a good question because I mean, I think part of the problem with Party Group was, I don't know if you guys see this like with freelance or you feel yourself doing it. A lot of times when you first come to a show, you find yourself maybe you trying to introduce your own side wacky things that have nothing to do with the character interactions because you're not confident with it, you don't understand it. And you know, you'll just watch the pilot and you'll read a couple episodes and I think I got it. And throughout the process of writing Party Group, I just kept watching more episodes and I could